Gaming's right way is now live.
Well, not a
Streaming
building you're
Madden
going to miss.
NFL
We are at
26.
AT&T Stadium in
Gaming's right
Arlington,
way playing as
Texas.
Jaxson Dart
Today, a couple of rivals from the
2025
NFC
Giants
East squaring
season game
off.
2.
It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are yours.
Now on one sideline, look at the Jets head coach. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in week 2. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. These guys also on the losing end of their opener, so we're going to see who's able to avoid that 0-2 start here. Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Darts looking to throw. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Running with Scatterby. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Giants first down. A gain of 12. First down, Giants.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And this one does not go far.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
From the gun, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterby. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
And the Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
On the handoff, here's Scatterby. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On third and goal, it's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Gano is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be...
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scatteroo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Darts out of the shotgun. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Now it's Scatteroo. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going on 1st down, it's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's Dart now. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants stretch their early lead to 9. On 1st down, this is Scatteroo. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here goes Dart to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Cowboys and Jaden Blue ready to take over once again. And this in on the ground, it's Scatteroo. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
It's Scannaboo on second down. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gain of 12 yards.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Kate, that was this quarterback's first interception, and you know what? I don't remember my first. Maybe I do. Every last detail of Chad Cota picking off a little corner route as I was trying to sprint out, and instead of throwing it away, I forced it in. Yeah, this guy's going to remember this one.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going with Scannaboo here on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Scannaboo. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
In this, well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6. First and 10 now from the 30. Scannaboo now from the gun. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On the carry, this is Scannaboo. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Darks looking at this 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Offense headed back out there. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here's Scannaboo. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
You know, Kate, these are what I call the body blows. It's not a home run if it doesn't deliver a chunk play, but it's these runs of 1 to 5 that keep you on schedule and take a little bit of steam out of that defense.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They pick up 20 yards there, and the Giants will have a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Back to the well again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's Jordan Love. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Packers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Aaron Rodgers looking good. He'll locate Calvin Austin. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Steelers with the lead at the half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the LA Rams. And it's Tony Pollard. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. This one is now at halftime with the Titans trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we hand it back over to the commentary team,
First and 10 now from the 30. Sending him on the dive. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give it to him again. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
14 more yards. That's another Giants first down. First and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dunt. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The kick by Gano is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Running with Scannaboo. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Dart setting in the throw here. He throws a bullet to the set. Full extension, and he brings it in. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Chance to move the chains here on third and 4.
Brings up third and 4.
Working now from the gun. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 20.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up second and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Scatterboo again. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Stopped for no gain. And now a big 3rd and goal decision coming up.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Now Darts going in the air. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. And Kate, that's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback who can score with his legs.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going play action with Darts. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now Darts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 3rd. Driving forward with Scatterboo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Scatterboo. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard. New York to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterboo. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Dive play straight ahead. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And it's a fake. They only need a couple of inches. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a 1st down. And they're whistling for a stop here. And that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, here starts. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field, and he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, but not this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations and everything else? He said, oh, yeah, and throw in these dual-threat quarterbacks, they're a nightmare as well.
On 1st down, this is Scannaboo. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Going right back to Scannaboo. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively, and really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He put too much juice into that one. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Going with Scannaboo here on the ground. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a dive up the middle. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys.
10 yards on the
That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
The Cowboys 24-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Scatterboo now from the gun. He has the Giants' first down, and it's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Dallas.